What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Today's video is a pretty special one because we're doing a mod that I've wanted to do on the Mustang for so long, and that is the GT500 front end. And we got this painted ready for SEMA. So I'm gonna show you guys all about this. I'm gonna show you every step, every part that you need, even hardware that you may need to do this swap on your 13 or 14 Mustang. Now I'm doing this the right way. So I went through Lasko Auto Parts. Now they are OEM genuine Ford parts. And I have you guys with a promotional code, which is Lasko5. It'll get you guys 5% off. Literally, I'll have the link to everything down below. Like I said, we'll have all of the bumpers, all of the support pieces, all of the, even the hardware, everything. We'll have all of that covered. So that way, when you want to do this swap, you have the top quality pieces that are genuine Ford parts, and all of that stuff will be in the description. I'm doing this after work and everything, and we're running out a little bit of light here, but this is the GT500 bumper. I got it painted the UA ebony black. That is OEM. So this is all going to be OEM stuff. One of the biggest things that I hated about my current bumper was that it had these holes from the license plate. No longer. So this one is completely smooth. Everything is OEM, fresh paint, and we're going to put on the 1314 GT500 front lip as well. So this thing, when aired out, will basically be on the ground. You can maybe see some of these big boxes in the background here. Those are actually the OEM part boxes. We should be able to take this bumper off, which I'm gonna start up the Mustang, turn it around, start pulling that bumper off, and then once we have the bumper off, I'll show you guys what's all necessary to make the swap. It's very simple. All you need is some hand tools, power tools, just speed things up, but this should happen pretty quick and we'll have a complete transformation of the front end. All right, so I don't really know what to do with this video here, but I was all excited. You could probably tell the demeanor has changed just from this clip, from the last clip. Honestly, I'm just gonna record it, but I'm super frustrated, like angry at myself. Let me give you guys a little backstory. I guess that will be how I screwed up my SEMA dream pretty much right here. So backstory is, car was supposed to be gloss white. I ordered wrap for that. That fell through. It was gonna have a GT500 bumper, also gloss white to match. The car then got unwrapped and it's no longer going gloss white with the wrap. The wrap shop, different opinions on that. And then I decided to paint the front bumper, which you guys just saw. Had the bumper painted. I've been busy. I went out of town for work. I literally just flew in this afternoon and got the bumper after work. And I just got it. And you just saw me hold it up in front of the car and stuff like that. Well, I just went to start the car and pull out, and there's a reason why it's halfway pulled out. I have the bumper sitting in front of it, and I drove into it. And I knew whenever I took that photo and showed you guys that, in my mind I had a split-second thought that said, hey, you should probably move that so you don't accidentally run right into it. And that's exactly what I did. So I ruined my GT500 bumper, and I'm not gonna be able to run it at SEMA. That means a couple things, but let me show you guys what that bumper looks like. So the main damage is here. Again, this paint is literally 2 days old. I just paid cash for all this paint and everything, man, this sucks. It's got deep gouges here. Like this was rough concrete. It didn't just slide across this type of smooth. I mean, it got right into that rough stuff right there. I pushed it. It's front heavy because there's no stuff on the back side of it, so it just rolled right down to face first, and I pushed it probably, I don't know, a foot before I heard the sound and stopped, and immediately my blood pressure went up. But we have this that's all screwed up. This is probably the worst rub here. Hopefully it's focused, but yeah, that's the roughest spot there, and yeah, of course there's rough spots all around. So the bumper will not be going to SEMA. On that note too, I did have the carbon re-cleared for SEMA, so that's at least done, and hopefully I don't run that over. So what that means now is this bumper is still going to come off today because I have to peel some wrap around the lip and around the splitter, but what I was just talking about with having holes in this bumper, you know, those holes are still there. This crack on the lip is still there, and I have some rock chips from my splitter. So that's how this car's going. I don't have the time. I waited too long. I'm also missing one of my hood vents, which I'm having that grabbed right now. I just waited too long before I started the project, and that is my fault. I have to take extreme ownership on this. I waited to the last second. Parts came in last second. Plans changed last second. And that's on me. So, you know, I'm not, you know, at least I did the carbon diffuser. Hey, that's something. I have to reset here, right? Because the current condition of this car is like what a lot of people dream to have. And I'm very thankful for that. However, with SEMA, you have bright lights. You have a lot of people there in the industry. And if you have your name on a car, like you want it to look good because it represents you. And now I'm very meticulous with this car, but I'll be honest, this car's gotten the back plate or the back burner for quite a while here. And I waited just till the last second, and then my work events moved to also the week before SEMA. So it's like that happened. There's just a few things that piled up on me and I just couldn't handle the pressure. And so I cracked. I literally cracked and rubbed my bumper on the front freaking ground. And I was all excited. I was gonna put all of these brand new. All of these are brand new OEM Ford boxes. And I have thousands of dollars worth sitting here ready to go. And I just made a 2-second, split-second decision to move forward without looking in front of me or moving this bumper. And now we have scratches all over it, and it's not in a position to be used. Like obviously this thing could still be mounted, but we're gonna have all of this across the front. You can just, hopefully you hear that. It's groovy. It's got some grooves on there, but man, does that suck. The other thing too is some last minute partnerships fell through, some came in, and so it kind of threw curveballs at me, and I'm just trying to balance it all, and I didn't do a very good job of that, clearly, because we're not going with, you know, the partner was Lasko Ford on this with the front bumper. So I'm not gonna, you know, obviously I have a partner code with them. There is a partnership there, and I was able to get discounts on these products, and I wanted to showcase them and like show why you want OEM quality, which first of all, at least this thing didn't just explode, right? Like the OEM quality is good. It is repairable. I checked with my painter, but you know, this was a deal that was going to work and benefit another company, and that's what really hurts me the most. I could kind of care less about the car at this point. I've got thick enough skin to where if someone roasted me for the cracked lip, I would just say, yeah, it's driven. Or if somebody roasted me about something on the car, like I could care less at this point. Mainly it's that I agreed to things, and when I agree to something, I want to do something. So I'm gonna make this right for Lasko Ford, and hopefully if you guys have any Ford products and any Ford things that you need to purchase, use Lasko Ford. Check there first. I have a code for you guys. OEM stuff, it came extremely quickly. I'm telling you, like, we threw a curveball at them and they were able to find and source all of these products. Again, I have all of the GT500 stuff in the description, but they found all these products and shipped them so quick. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the sob story of this. And like, if this was a documentary, this would be like the high point of the crash. But yeah, we're still gonna have a good time at SEMA. The car still looks cool to me, and I have some stuff to do tonight. So let's go ahead and show what I should be able to do as long as I slow down, take a breath, and not rush it, because that's what I just did and made a huge mistake. Along here, we really haven't taken off the bumper. What I started with was around the door trims. I took this off, which has a Torx set of bolts underneath. So I peeled the trim and the wrap off underneath there, and then what's next is going to be taking off the side skirts and peeling that wrap off. The way that the SEMA prep is going, I mean, it's basically like what I'm about to show you, right? I'm putting the bumper back on, trying to plug in my fog lights and stuff, and I'm reaching under there and accidentally unplugged this, the little windshield washer fluid. So that all just like poured onto me and all up in the, you know, inside of the bumper. So it's just dumb stuff like this, you know, like accidentally pulling on this, pulled the whole thing out and it started leaking all over me. It was completely full. You know, it's just windshield washer fluid, but it's just annoying. You know, it's not really like it did anything to me. I'm just wet, but it's just annoying, man. Like this is how it's going on like every step. And I just don't know why. You know, I'm trying to be positive about it, accepting that, you know, this car isn't perfect. And I just keep getting like slapped around, man. I'm about ready to call it for tonight. I think I did a lot here. You're gonna see lots of handprints, lots of dirtiness. Don't worry, the detailer is still coming tomorrow. I did double check with them. Everything's on schedule there, so that's great. Just peeled off the side skirt wrap. Had to take off the side skirt and the carbon side skirt there. Completely against this front end. I just wish this front end was a little bit better condition. But again, we are gonna have it all detailed, so the car's gonna look beautiful by the time we're done with it. And of course you're gonna see those little imperfections. It is a driven car with over 100,000 miles. I could be one of the highest mileage cars at SEMA. I guess I can take that title and just wear that as a badge of honor. But we do still have that leak there. It's gonna dry up. I do need to take off this side skirt. I just don't want to do that right now because it's got a leak and I'm just getting tired. I'm hungry. I need to take off that carbon side skirt and peel some of that wrap. Honestly, I might do that here in a sec because it doesn't seem that hard and I can be completely done with peeling all of the wrap because I think that's really the only piece left besides this tiny piece on the edge of my mirror. So I'm peeling that off right now. But that's pretty much what I've been doing, is just peeling like tiny stickers that need to come off. Like on the mirror cap here and on the side skirt. Today definitely did not go as expected. I mean, we ruined a very expensive GT500 front bumper, you know, like that sucks. But we did make progress, so that is a good thing there. I'll probably just upload this video as it is because it's a step towards SEMA. We're looking like a few days out before I have to drive this thing down. And yes, my car is being driven down, not trailered. So that adds a little extra stress to it all, right? So we do have to get there a little bit earlier. It's not getting picked up by somebody. It's not in an enclosed trailer. We have to make sure everything's clean, protected, and we have stuff to clean it once it gets there. So there's a lot going on in my head. So I'm kind of thinking out loud right now. And I guess that's what this is. It's kind of like a video diary in this sense. I'm just showcasing my struggles here that I usually would not upload, but I think this would be helpful for anyone that's interested or wants to know what goes on before SEMA. I'm not a shop. I'm one dude pretty much with all my friends and family to help. And that's kind of how this thing works. Like, I don't have all this equipment and stuff. I mean, you see I have tools in a dirty garage. That's what we're building a SEMA car out of, right? So my 16-year-old self would be pretty impressed, but my 25-year-old self is saying, come on, dude, you could do better. So I'm gonna work on this thing. I'm gonna try to get it as clean, as good as possible for SEMA. And yeah, hopefully, well, at least, you know, we changed attitudes a little bit. It sucked. I was super frustrated, but hey, here we are. We're going to SEMA. Something to be grateful for, something to work towards that I've worked towards for a very long time now. So it's something that we've been working towards and we're finally there, and Dynavan is giving us that opportunity. So let's make the most of it. Let's try to have a good attitude here, even though I just ruined a brand new bumper. But hey, we're going to SEMA, baby. Oh, I just got this car detailed. It looks amazing, right? I tried to unlock it, my battery's dead. Hood's not popped, nothing. I gotta unlock my car, use the key. There's nothing connected. I guess this is disconnected at some point without telling me. So now I'm locked out of my car. I gotta figure this out. Luckily I have frameless glass. Maybe I can click something, but that's also manual and electric. So f me, dude. Quick update video. We do have the car started and it is looking beautiful compared to what you guys probably saw. But this thing's all nice and detailed. I still got to put on my 5.0 badges on the side, but this thing looks really good now. What I did was opened up my hood. There's a secret trick that you can actually open up the hood on these from the outside. That's what I did, and then I was able to jump start it and then unlock it. So now I know, do not lock this thing when you have an at-risk battery. But what I'll do from now on, well, I'll definitely go get a new battery. But what I'll do from now on is just make sure it's not locked. So that way that doesn't happen again in a bad area where I don't have the resources I did here at home.